going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. My name is Ventus. How are you doing? Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. Guys, strange thing happened today. I got an email from a viewer of mine named Vincent. Hey Vincent, what's going on, bud? Now he asked me a specific question in the comments, or not in the comments, but he asked me a specific question in his email. I'm sorry, this is the first time I'm trying to do the webcam thing and talk and play at the same time like this. And he asked me a very specific question. He wanted to know a good build for him to run as an assault type submachine gun, assault rifle slash, sword character, right, in the game. Now there are a lot of different ways you can build a character. Now he said his level is level 200 or something like that, almost 200, like in between 180 or 200, something like that. There are different ways to build your character. Now here's the thing. When building your character, you got to think about a couple of different things. You got to think about what type of character you want to play. Do you want to play a character that is assault type but a little bit more tanky? Do you want to play an assault type character that is a little bit less tanky but a little bit more on the damage? Or do you want to play an assault type character that is able to do things? All right, I like to play the assault type character, mainly that can do things. Whenever I do like to make a specific build to go do things, I like to use electrodynamic stunners. So that means I have to have a little bit of stats in my intelligence so I can do those skills. I like to have maybe the option of using a sword as a secondary weapon, so I would have to have my strength up, have my agility up, and stuff like that. So a lot of those things go into play whenever you're making a character. Like if you look at my character status right here, at what I have at level 300, my strength is 249. Mainly you put your strength that high so you can equip different weapons or stuff like that. My vitality is 210. Now one thing I will tell you about vitality being that high is that it might sometimes be a good thing if you do want to play the assault type character that is up in the face of the enemies, because they're going to hit you a lot and you want to be able to have that vitality up there. And with a high vitality like that, a good skill that I suggest just running with, where's my skills right here? A good skill that I suggest running with is Human Fortress 3 or 4. So I've got Human Fortress 4 in there because Human Fortress 3 and 2 and 1, they're just such amazing skills. And to get Human Fortress, you have to choose from your defense, or what's tank? Yeah, tank, and then go on down here to Human Fortress. So Human Fortress 1, you're just gonna need a vitality of 30. Human Fortress 2, you need a vitality of 52. Human Fortress 3, you're gonna need strength and vitality, strength of 53, and vitality of 118. So this is probably about where you're at right now. If you don't have the Human Fortress skill, definitely build that up. This skill has literally been my best friend as for using assault classes. Also with assault classes, Vince, you probably want to go with armor form because you're probably going to be, in a lot of danger. Human Fortress and armor form, for me, those things go hand in hand. A lot of people might tell you also to use a skill like Shield Matrix. Shield Matrix 3, a lot of the viewers of my YouTube videos for Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, they will tell you, and they tell me that Shield Matrix 3 is better than Shield Matrix 4. I still have not understood why they say that, and maybe they can answer that question down in the comments. But Shield Matrix 4 for me is really, really good because you have a longer time in the Shield Matrix and you do a little bit of damage at the end. Hyper aware, oh wait, no. For Shield Matrix, you're just going to have your vitality up there and your strength up there. So it's just pretty much like Human Fortress. I wouldn't suggest putting both on your build, but you can. You can. Let's see, another skills that I have on this specific build. This is my go-to assault class, Power Form 4. And we already talked about armor form. So Power Form 4, that's a skill that it's right off the rip. You see, it's probably the first skill that you're going to see. Power Form, you just need a strength of 10. Power Form 2, you're going to need a strength of 52. And then Power Form 3, you're going to need strength and agility, which is probably around where you're at. You might not have enough skill points, or you might not have the skill yet. So you might want to think about Power Form 2 and think about Power Form 4. This just raises your damage for pretty much everything when you're running it. And definitely if you are going to be running those sword classes, you're going to want the Power Forms so you can hit a little bit harder when you are attacking. Also in this class too, you're going to see me running with Healing Field Shot. Healing Field Shot is a 100% must on pretty much any class that you're going to run. Healing Field Shot. So let's just take a look at what Healing Field Shot. It's a support skill that I always run. So you're probably around here right now. If you haven't used the skill, you probably just have Healing Field Shot 1. So basically what it is, it's a self-heal. All right, Healing Field Shot is a self-heal. You throw it on the ground, you shoot it, and it's going to heal you back. It's going to heal your allies back. So that's good for two things. When you're healing yourself, you get to heal up, and then you get to change you get a medal for switching to support type or whatever like that in the game, and you can press triangle if you're using the PlayStation version. I don't know what it is on PC, but if you're on PlayStation, you hit the triangle and you'll get a medal for it, and that helps your weapon arts gauge go up, and it also helps your allies as well. And then when you see your allies are weak, you can throw Healing Field Shot on them. So this Healing Field Shot is a super must skill. Healing Field Shot 1, you're just going to need a vitality of 9 and intelligence of 24. Healing Field Shot 2, which is probably where you should be right now, around where your skill level's at, vitality of 26 and intelligence of 55. All right, so here's the Grimo Doom. He's level 170. This is an enemy that, if you don't have it, definitely get this DLC pack. I can't remember exactly what DLC pack this is. I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments will tell me. I think it's... I actually can't tell you which DLC pack. I'm not going to even lie to you and like throw out an answer and be like, oh yeah, I think this is it, and knowing good and damn well I don't know. But definitely that's one you want to get. But whenever you are fighting a Grimo Doom, definitely go in there with your status ailment kit 2 and your first aid kit 2. Or if you have it, like status ailment kit 1 or 2, whatever, just keep that up when you're fighting a monster like this. But I want to talk to you about the Healing Field Shot. So this is the Healing Field Shot, right? So boom, you throw that out there and you change the support type, but it'll only work if your teammates have taken damage. But if you are, getting hit and you are taking damage from the monster, whatever like that, the Healing Field Shot, man, it's just literally the best skill that you can choose to put on your loadout. There it is right there. All right, so yeah, especially in later levels, whenever you are playing with people on missions and whatnot, Healing Field Shot is going to be the thing that is going to help you to be an asset. So like, you're just starting out. Well, you're not just starting. You're not a max level character yet, but you do have the ability to join people whenever they are doing higher level dungeons than you. I can't tell you how much of a help it is to people when you are running these higher level dungeons if you just have the Healing Field Shot on your build. Like, honestly, have Healing Field Shot on your build. It's such a big help because it's so awesome to see a lower level character that's not thinking about, oh, I got to do damage, that's thinking about at the same time, well, I know that I can't do that much damage, and I'm going to be a team player, and I'm going to throw out Healing Field Shot to help heal my teammates up. Electrodynamic Stunner 2 or 3, 4, and 5, super good whenever you are deciding to fight an enemy that is really strong. You can stun it. It's only going to be good for about 2 or 3 times. You can stun it the first time with about 3 or 4, maybe electrodynamic stunners, depending on the level of the monster. You can stun it and then just do a bunch of damage to it while it's stunned. You can hit its weak spot and destroy it. So whenever you are going out, just think about getting electrodynamic stunner as well for your build. See how he's stunned right now? There's nothing he can do. He's just helpless and at the mercy, and I can just pretty much hit his weak spot right there and destroy him. At some point in time, you're going to unlock the ability to do dual wield. You may or may not have already done that. To do dual wield weapons, your stats are going to have to be a specific number. I can't sit right here and tell you that I know what the number is, but I did upload a video on it previously, letting you know, like, when you get to a certain point in the game, they're going to have you be able to, use dual wield weapons, and your stats are going to be a certain, going to have to be a certain, like, number. It's going to be a certain score. It's usually just going to be something about strength. It's usually going to be something about agility or dexterity, maybe, before you can, like, use dual wield weapons like that. What Human Fortress allows you to do is basically, for a short time, you will not flinch while taking damage. More effective than level 3. That's what Human Fortress 4 does. It's going to say the same thing for Human Fortress 3. It's going to say the same thing for Human Fortress 2. Basically, you could just get hit and you won't get knocked back. That's why the skill is so useful to me, and especially if you're going to go in there with some sort of sword skills. You're definitely going to want to run the Human Fortress. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart real quick. All right, so sword skills. What sword skills do you want to run? I think the best sword skills in the game for me right now, let's just take a look at all of them. So Azure Tempest is really good. It's got some knockback ability, so you definitely want to think about getting that. Hold on, actually, I'll go to... Okay, so yeah. The Azure Tempest, if you got the DLC, I think you just automatically already get that. Or if there's like a a specific quest that you got to do to get Azure Tempest and Divine Blossom and maybe Cyclone as well. You got to talk to Alice and Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think you unlock some skills there. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but I know I have a video uploaded a couple of months ago showing how to get new skills like that. Dual Orbital, when you're using the pistol and sword, that's a pretty good skill because you kind of spin forward and you don't really get knocked back, basically. You just resume forward, spinning, and you take damage. So dual orbital is really good. Think about getting that. Strength of 31, agility of 74. Horizontal square is probably one of my go-to skills because it does damage in a very, very wide arc. Cyclone is pretty much the same skill, except Cyclone does less damage, I think, because it's like one big arcing sweep, and horizontal square does like a 4-pronged attack. It like hits 4 times on a target. But Cyclone, where it differs than horizontal square, because they look similar. I'm not saying they're the same attack. They just look similar. You're basically on the ground and you're attacking around your character. Cyclone knocks things back. So if you got an enemy that's about to do an attack, you hit the Cyclone on it, and it's going to get knocked back and it's going to stop doing its attack. Star Splash. Star Splash is a great skill to have. However, I will warn you, Star Splash 4 sucks. Star Splash 3 is pretty much where it's at because it's a longer attack and you get to just sit there and spam your attacks on stuff. Vorpal Strike is always going to be a great skill. Vorpal Strike, you're going to need a strength of 21 and agility of 52 to get Vorpal Strike 2. Vorpal Strike 3, you're going to need strength of 47 and then the agility of 93 and then dex of 27. So definitely think about Vorpal Strike. I'll always tell you to probably get a Vorpal Strike in there because when you charge it up and you hit something really, really hard, it does a lot of damage. Sharp Nail, if you're going to use swords as well, it's a really good skill. Sharp Nail 2 will allow you to sort of jump in the air and attack people, and it does like ridiculous amounts of damage. Alright, so this is the Vorpal Strike in action. Just destroys this tank. Azure Tempest, you just jump up and attack. Sharp Nail, you can do that jump up and attack. And then like I was telling you about the Star Splash, that's it right there. Star Splash 3, you just pretty much wail on something for a very long time, and you do just massive amounts of damage. It's probably only good for a specific type of boss, something that's going to sit still or something that you can maybe stun and destroy. Other than that, probably I wouldn't suggest using Sharp Nail if you're fighting something that moves around a lot, because you're probably 9 times out of 10 not going to get the full Sharp Nail off on whatever it is that you're trying to hit. This thing is, see, that Vorpal Strike is so devastating. It's super devastating. And this Behemoth level 140, it's pretty much almost dead. Actually, it's not almost dead at all. It's still got 2 bars left. But we're going to melt those bars really quick using these skills. Look at those big damage numbers that are going out there. Okay, now see now how I was getting knocked back? So I'm going to go ahead and reactivate my Human Fortress 4, because Human Fortress 4 will allow me not to get knocked back. That, coupled with, you know, speed, strength. I don't have defense on there at all because I kind of don't need it at this point in time. But I think my Arphasis probably has like defense field shot or armor field shot on. Yeah, armor field shot. Dang, that's crazy. That Vorpal Strike. Jumping Strike just does this hell amounts of damage. And that's because my strength is so high. My crits are so high. When we're talking about trying to get stuff in your crits, you definitely want to pump up your dex, you want to pump up your luck. Now it's almost dead. And you see how the shots are not affecting me at all? I mean, they're hitting me, but they're not doing as much damage as they normally would. I mean, they're not knocking me back, I'm sorry. They're hitting me, but they're not knocking me back, so I can just keep on attacking. It would be good if I did have armor form on there so I could take, you know, less damage, but because the accessories that I do have on right now, and I have the gadget that's keeping me, you know, constant healing back, kind of not necessary at this, you know, for this boss to have armor form on, so that's why I'm being kind of reckless. Alright, so it looks like my Human Fortress has wore off. I got to reapply it again. That's the one skill that just doesn't stay on there for a whole lot of time. And that made short work of it. As far as memory chips for accessories go, there are probably only two that I really would suggest for you right now that you go and max out. I mean, there's a lot of different types of memory chips and a lot of things that you can do for different purposes, but for me, I like running the HP recovered over 1 minute. I like to have that maxed out because you get the maximum amount of hit points back just by standing still, not doing anything. You're always going to be healing, and you definitely want to max that out as much as possible. Another one to look for, hold on. Another one to look for, experience points is a good one if you're trying to level up. Rare item drop is a good one if you're looking for weapons, but the one, there it is, avoid instant death. Avoid instant death is amazing. Now, you want to get avoid instant death when your HP, you want to have that as low as possible. So like right here, military hat M, I have this equipped on one of my builds. Avoid instant death when HP is 10% or more. You know, that's a really, really good one to have. So when it just basically stops you from getting one shot. All right, so that's what you should probably do and look for. But I hope this video was able to help you, and if it wasn't, I'm 100% positive that somebody's gonna write a dictionary or a article in the comment section below. And if no one has done that yet, I'm asking you to please do that right now. Article for the best assault class, man, the best assault class that you use to go in and do different things. And when you type those comments, say specifically what those builds are for. There are different assault classes. There's an assault class that you will have to go fight, you know, the special invitation B, the special invitation C, assault class to go and just farm, assault class to do, you know, the co-op mission, hold on. So when it gets all down to it, you're going to be making these builds for specific runs so you can go and get specific weapons. Like if you want to go into the special invitations to get like a specific weapon, like I know whenever I do the special invitations, it's to get Z weapons. This is how you get Z weapons right here. The special invitations, AB, ABY, the you know, hardcore, whatever like that. You go into these missions, you're going to get a Z weapon. You're probably going to get a sword if you do, you know, challenge A or challenge B or something like that. I think the swords drop the most there. But for those, you're going to fight Livre at the end, and you're going to want something called skill freeze, and you don't get that until you finish like the story mode of like collapse of balance or something like that. Not the Abyss DLC that we just got, but the DLC before that. That's where that skill is, skill freeze. And I can basically show it to you right here. I think it's a destroyer skill. Okay, here it is. It's an engineer skill freeze. So basically allows you to fire a bullet that prevents enemies from using skills. Enemies hit by this are less likely to target you. So skill freeze is definitely a really, really good skill to have when you go into those things, because Livre is going to destroy you. So I mean, it just takes like all different kinds, like armor break shot, power break shot, those types of skills right there. They stop the enemy from being as effective against you. So you might want to hit them with one or both of these. If you're going assault class, I suggest probably armor break shot so you can do the most damage, and just set your artifices and your support characters to be the things that heal you and keep you alive if you're just interested in doing more damage. Or if you want to be a little bit more tanky, power break shot so you can have a little bit, you know, more time in the fight. But I'd probably assume armor break shot and do more damage. Yeah, I know I've probably said a lot. I hope you were able to digest, you know, a little bit of what I said and take away something good. But if anything, the takeaway from this is when you're running an assault class, vitality is probably going to be one of the most key things to get that up there so you can get those defensive skills, human fortress and armor form. Next most important, maybe power form. So you want to get your strength up there so you can get power form so you can deal more damage. Agility, dex, luck, those skills are basically there so you can, okay, so well, luck, it's there so you can get bigger crit numbers. Dex also so you can get bigger crit numbers, all right, and bigger damage overall. All right, so dex and luck, that's where that plays in. You probably realistically only need about, maybe, I don't know, I got my luck up there pretty high because I wanted to go farming with this build, but realistically maybe 50 to 75. All right, because realistically, the only reason that you really put luck that high is to get healing field shot, because you need, for some strange reason, a good luck score. Like, I think it's 30 to get healing field shot 3, but to get healing field shot 4, you might need something a little bit higher. Yeah, so healing field shot 3, you need just a luck of 30. I don't have healing field shot 4 on this unlock, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be higher. Vitality, intelligence, and luck, you're going to need those to be a little bit high to get those types of skills. You don't really need to run any more support skills than that. when you're playing as assault class, just let your ARP assist pretty much protect you with those other, you know, field shots. Oh, one more thing I did want to say to you. If you are running low on skill points and you can't buy skills, you can actually buy skill points using medals at the medal trader in the center of the lobby. Find the, I mean, there's going to be 4 of them here, but find this lady with the blue, find her, and you'll be able to pretty much go and buy skill points if you have enough medals. All right, so that's one thing that was really helpful to me whenever I started playing the game. Yeah, there was another one over here. There's like 2 different ones you can buy. There's one that has a lot, and there's one that has a little bit. I don't see it right now. I think, okay, there it is. There it is. 40 SP, you can get that one, and then you can get the 20 SP like I showed you a minute ago. There it is. Yeah, 20 and 40. So don't forget to do that whenever you are purchasing skills. All right, I hope this was able to help, man. And if it was, leave me a favor, hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment down below if you need any more information. This goes for Vince. This goes for anybody. And I'm sorry this video was so long. I didn't intend to make it this long, but I just had a lot of things to say, I guess. I'll try to shorten it as much as possible without leaving a lot of information out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you next time. Peace out.